Hello, good morning. How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? Feel free to let me know. Write in. How are you feeling today? I am feeling um, kind of some heaviness, some sadness, and I'm moving through it. Um, I danced this morning, and that was good. I was able to um, both sweat it out and cry it out. They say that the masculine gets it out through sweat and the feminine through tears. So both of my feminine and my masculine have had some release. And now I'm going to go into meditation. And I may work with it mentally or not. We'll see. Um, Let me start out by reading Courage to Change. Today is the 17th of September. Whose birthday is today? I'll have to check that. All right. Most human beings have an instinctive need to fit in, the urge to belong, to keep the peace, help us to get along with others, and to be a part of society. This instinct has allowed many civilizations to survive, and is not harmless unless I lose my sense of balance. People-pleasing becomes destructive when I ignore my own needs and continually sacrifice my well-being for the sake of others. Al-Anon helps me find a compromise that allows me to respond to my feelings, including my desire to belong, and still take care of myself. The best way to maintain this balance is to build my self-esteem. When I treat myself with kindness and respect, I become better able to get along with others. Today's reminder: I will appreciate that all of my instincts and feelings exist for a reason. Today, instead of trying to banish these feelings, I will strive to find balance. It's a good message for me. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? Good one. Also brings up that saying of Swami Muktananda's recently, of that you should want the same thing for yourself as you want for society. And if there's any disparity between the two, that is self-deception. Okay, so this is from Resonate with Stillness. This quote is from Guru Mai. Someone once said, "Guru Mai, can you give me a reason to live?" She was putting her whole being into the question. She said, "Up to now, I have had no reason to live. Please, give me a reason." I said, "The only reason I live is for God, so that I can be a good reason for you. Then please take it. Live for God. Live to do His work. Abide by His will." She said that sounded good. I'm going to read that part again. I said, "The only reason I live is for God. So if that can be a good reason for you, then please take it. Live for God. Live to do His work, to abide by His will." She said that sounded good. Your life is never useless. Your life is never in vain. Just that you exist proves that you are the flame of God, and God wants to shine through you. And that's why you are here in this world, at this time, to shine God's love. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, I'm going to pick a quote for myself from the Dancingstar book. This is a long one, but this is from Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born. I feel like singing. To everything turn. Okay. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. I don't know about you, but I felt that. So we're going to do one more, and that's going to be from the Paramahansa Yogananda Paragrams. This is for everyone who is watching now and everyone who will watch in the future. I just realized that my Facebook thing is still open. Okay. That way, if anybody wants to join, they can. All right. Omnipresence. The beauty of the sky and all of nature makes a proper altar for the worship of the infinite. This is God's world, and when you know the master of the universe, he will show you all the wonders. In the airplane of your visualization and perception, glide over the vast tracts of fancy, scanning the limitless empire of your thoughts. Behold, there the unbroken mountain ranges of lofty spiritual aspirations for self-improvement. I'm going to read that part again. Behold there the unbroken mountain ranges of lofty spiritual aspirations for self-improvement. Be guided by wisdom. Use judgment and discrimination. Remember, you are not the body, but the dynamic soul, the power of the spirit. Thus, all knowledge and perception are within you. Feel yourself one with the universe, with all nationalities, one with God. And one of the things that stands out for me in this, remember you are not the body, but the dynamic soul, the power of the spirit. The dynamic soul, the power of the spirit. It just reminds me of that discovery that I felt within myself recently around that the soul is the unchanging aspect and the spirit is the moving aspect of the soul. So it's like the soul is like the power, the generator for the spirit, and the spirit creates and is active and is moving and the soul is just is. Yeah. So let us meditate. Find yourself in a comfortable position with an erect spine and relaxed muscles. Feel free to close your eyes. Go within as you listen to. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's someone is mowing the grass near me. So I hope that's not distracting for you. But that's one of the things I'm hearing right now. And then tuning into all the five senses. What can I taste right now? Can I smell anything? What does it look like behind my lids? What are my fingers touching? I can put my forefinger and thumb together and put my palms of my hands on my knees to help me have an erect spine. And then I'm tuning into my body, just noticing the sensations in the body. If emotional feelings come up or if thoughts come up, just put them back in their place as you just think about the sensations in your body. Just giving your body some attention. Sometimes we get caught up in our mind or our emotions, but really just tuning into the bodily sensations right now. If there's any place that needs a stretch, oof, or a squeeze, feel free to do that. And taking a deep breath and releasing. Another deep breath, releasing. One more. And then just noticing how your breath naturally breathes. Your involuntary breath. What is the rhythm of how you naturally breathe? Just noticing. And then going up to your mental faculties. Tuning into your thoughts today. Do you have any self criticisms? If so, listen to them so they don't hijack you later. And now listening to self appreciations. And now tuning into your criticisms of others. Noticing if there's anything that you criticize others for that you also criticize yourself for. And then focusing on what you appreciate in others. And seeing if there's anything that is similar to what you appreciate about yourself. And then seeing if you can just let them be equal. There are ways that the mind criticizes, there are ways that the mind appreciates, inwardly, outwardly. But sometimes it's like if someone gives you 4 compliments and one person says something bad about you, you can let that difficult thing overshadow all the compliments. So see if you can just allow it to be balanced. There are ways that I'm self critical, there are ways that I'm critical of other people, there are ways that I appreciate myself, there are ways that I appreciate other people, and all of those things are just thoughts. They are not me. They are my thoughts, but they are not who I am. So just wrapping that up with the little bow, placing it aside, and moving into your emotions, into the feeling body. Now, sometimes the thoughts can trigger emotions. Sometimes you need to know what the reasons behind the emotions are. And sometimes you don't. So you can move from your thoughts to your emotions, or you can move from your body to your emotions. If anything feels prevalent for you, let's say you're having a backache, you can go into the feeling of the backache. What is the emotion of the backache? Or if you're having a pervasive thought, what is the feeling around the thought? I noticed that I'm having it was a hard time for me to balance um, the positive and the negative of how I was thinking. So I'm going to take that which I was thinking that was negative about myself, and I'm going to download it into my emotional body. And I'm just going to feel the feelings around that thought. So there's something that I feel like I'm mad at myself for. So I'm feeling that feeling and I'm breathing with it. And now I'm going to tune into the sadness that I have around that. And now I'm going to tune into the longing that I have around that. And now the gratitude. So now that I've taken inventory of my thoughts and of my emotions and my bodily sensations, now I can move to my spirit. Now everything is in its proper place. My spirit has thoughts and emotions and sensations, but is not them. So I allow my spirit to carry me to my soul. This is who I really am. I am not my body. I am not my emotions. I am not my thoughts. I am my soul. And here, I am connected to the soul of all. The grand we, the collective. Here there is no lightness or darkness. Here there is no separation. Here all is and is not. This is the Zen place, the neutral zone, the place of bliss, contentment that knows no dissatisfaction. This is beyond labels. This is who I was before I was born and will be after I die. This is me. Here we get to just enjoy connecting to our soul. Our spirit is bathing in soul. The essence, our individual identity, bathes in this pool where the wave and the ocean are one. Just experiencing that oneness, connected to all. You can stay in this place for as long as you like. I'm going to open my eyes now. Sending you love through my eyes. With great love and respect, I honor you and your unique journey back to you, back to your home, back to the source of us. Sadhguranath Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Shanti Om. Namaste.